Hey guys, get ready with me while I tell you what it's like to go to a performing arts high school. So a little bit about me, I'm Eliana, I'm 14, and I go to a school called APA, which is the Academy for Performing Arts. Basically, there's like 3 different majors that you could do: technical theater, theater, and dance. And when you're in your 8th grade year, you can apply to you can actually apply for all of the majors, but you only get accepted for one, if that makes sense. You can't get accepted for multiple and you choose, they would choose which one you get accepted for. So let's say you audition for dance and theater, they would give you just one. But yeah, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about the audition process and everything. So when you're in your 8th grade year, basically you have to you do a Zoom meeting, interest meeting, whatever, and then you take an entrance exam. Oh my god, entrance exam with a bunch of people. And then a month or 2 later, I think you take the entrance exam in December, and then you figure out if you pass the exam. And then if you pass the exam, you can they'll give you the option to audition for dance or theater. Because if you're tech theater, you don't actually have to audition, you just have to pass the test. Okay, so basically, if you pass the test, you figure out you figure out around January-ish. And then once you figure that out, they'll give you an audition. Okay, they give you, if you're a theater major, they give you a choice of I think 4 or 5 monologues that you can pick from. And then you choose whatever one that you want to do. And then around February-ish, I think you there's a day that you go in and you perform the monologue for 3 people. It was a little bit weird. Okay, you don't perform it actually for the main theater teacher, Mr. Collins. You perform it for Mr. Sonner and then these other people that I actually don't know who they are. But yeah, you perform it for them. It is nervous, but the people there are really nice. They give you a lot of they hype you up. They play a lot of theater games with you, a lot of icebreakers. So people are usually a bit more comfortable for their audition. Okay, and then after that, you figure out if you got in for theater at least in April. I think it's the same for dance, and I don't really know too much about the dance auditions. I know I think they teach you a bunch of combos, but it's a similar-ish thing to theater. You just do it in small groups and stuff. But yeah, you figure out if you got in April, and you can accept or deny it. I think I forgot what the deadline is. I think it's before May, but yeah, then you can accept or decline the offer from the school. Really important thing to know is that you can't transfer into this school like a lot of schools. You can transfer in your sophomore year or whatever. This school you can't. You have to audition 8th grade and get in. If you get in, you have to freshman year, that's the only time you can get in. But you can transfer out if you wanted to go back to your hometown, which not many people do, but there is always that option. Another important thing to note is, so I go to the Academy for Performing Arts, but my school is on a campus with a bunch of different other schools. They're kind of all mini schools. There's I don't even know how many schools there are, but there's a lot. And if you know the Union County College of New Jersey, it's not that college, but it's a satellite campus. That's also on our campus. So my school, I have a building called the Academy for Performing Arts, but there's a bunch of other buildings. So it's kind of set up like college, where you for example, my school doesn't have a cafeteria or any Spanish rooms. So for my Spanish class, I have to go to Allied Health, which is the doctor's school. So I have classes with there, and my friend actually goes to that school. So it's nice we have Spanish together. Since in fact all these schools are set up on a college campus thing, we do have IDs. So I think a lot of high schools do have them now, but yeah, if you have to have your ID in order to get into any of the buildings. And then in the morning when you walk in, you have to scan the ID at the front desk. Yeah, this video is getting a little bit long, so I'm gonna stop it for here, but let me know if you want me to make a part 2. And yeah, bye guys.